Good morning, my dear children. How are you? All are fine? Okay. Welcome to today's class. In the last class, we have just finished the activity F. I think all of you understood it. Okay. Did you match that sentence meanings with their words? Once again, I am going to tell you. Then match these words with their meaning. Page number 37. Take page number 37. Okay. Are you ready? Are you ready, my dear children? Okay. Thank you. Leaping, jumping high, wrapping, covering something with something else, sobbed, cried noisily, whispered, told someone, whispered, talked very softly, whispered, talked very softly, then patted, touched gently, patted, touched gently, then rushed, ran or moved fast, ordered, told someone to do something, ordered, told someone to do something, dipped, put something in water and took it out. Our Murugayan dipped his vesti. Okay, remember, do you remember that? Dipped, put something in water and took it out. Pass, give something to someone. Pass, give something to someone. Took off, removed. Took off, removed. Okay, is it clear for you? All of you should write this in your notebook and study that word meaning. Okay, thank you. Then activity G. Activity G. Make sentence. Make sentences with these words. There are some words here. You have to make sentence with these words. Okay. First one is bravery. I have done as example. You should write your own sentences. Bravery. Everybody admired Susmita for her bravery. Everybody admired Susmita for her bravery. Next word is spread. The fire spread everywhere. The fire spread everywhere. Then third one, scared. I scared because a dog chased me. I scared because a dog chased me. Scared means afraid or frightened. Fourth one, Rohan risked his life to save his sister. Rohan risked his life to save his sister. Okay. Fifth one, fear. Fifth one, fear. He faced the situation. He faced the situation without any fear. He faced the situation without any fear. Okay. Sixth, ashes. Ashes. His ashes are buried here. His ashes are buried here. Seventh one, immediately. Seventh one, immediately. The minister responded immediately. The minister responded immediately. Okay. Next one, eighth, shallow. Opposite of deep. There is a shallow river nearby my house. There is a shallow river nearby my house. All of you understood this? Okay. I think all of you got the point. Then these are the sentence making. Make sentences for these words. Okay. Then listen and speak. Next activity is listen and speak. Okay. Are you ready? I am going to read. You should listen and write the write the gap there or fill that gaps. Okay, or no, you should write true or false there. You should write true or false. When I am reading, you should write true or false. If I am reading is a true statement, you should write T. If it is false, you should write F. Okay. True or false. T for true and F for false. Okay, right. Are you ready? My dear children, are you ready? Okay, shall I go to read? Okay. Murugayan lived in a village near Tanjore. Tanjore or Tanjavur. Tanjore. Murugayan lived in a village near Tanjore. If it true, you should write T. If it is false, you should write F. Okay. Murugayan lived in a village near Tanjore. Okay. Okay, finished. Next one. Murugayan did nothing when he heard the cries for help. Murugayan did nothing when he heard the cries for help. If it is wrong one, you should write F. If it is correct one, you should write T. Okay. Once again I am reading. Murugayan did nothing when he heard the cries for help. Okay. Third one. People filled buckets of water from the pond. People filled buckets of water from the pond. Okay. Ready? Then fourth one. Burning straw fell on Murugayan's head. Where did burning straw fall? You know from the story. Okay. Burning straw fell on Murugayan's head. If it is correct one, you can write T. If it is a wrong one, you can write F. Okay. Burning straw fell on Murugayan's head. Before doing that, you should read the textbook very carefully. Okay. Fifth one. Murugayan received the bravery award from the President of India. In the chapter, we have already discussed from where we get the bravery award. From whom we receive the bravery award. All of you know that. Okay. Yes, the statement is Murugayan received the bravery award from the President of India. From the President of India. Yes, next one. Murugayan was scared while saving the boy. Murugayan was scared, frightened or afraid. Murugayan was scared while saving the boy. You should write T for correct and F for false statement. Okay. Next one. Next activity. Answer these questions. Worksheet 7. Answer these questions. Answer these questions. Okay. What is first aid? Have you heard about first aid? Yeah, in your school there is a first aid box. In the bus, first aid box, everywhere we can see first aid box. Then what is first aid? Then the first aid that helps that we give to an injured person before a doctor arrives or the person can be taken to a hospital is called a first aid. The help that we worksheet 7. A. Activity A. What is first aid? The help that we give to an injured person. Injured person before a doctor arrives. Before a doctor arrives or the or the person can be taken to a hospital. Is called first aid. Understood? The help that we give to an injured person before a doctor arrives or the person can be taken to a hospital is first aid. Is called a first aid. Is called a first aid. Okay, understood? Once again I am reading. The help that we give to an injured person before a doctor arrives or the person can be taken to a hospital is called a first aid. Okay. Then second question is, why is first aid important? Why is it important? All of you know, if there is an injured person, you should give first aid to him, otherwise he will cause to death. Okay. It can help, it would help someone, save someone's life. It would help to save someone's life. Okay. Second, the first aid is important. Aid is important because, why is the question important? Because it can help to save someone's life. To save someone's life. Understood? The first aid is, why is the first aid important is the question. Okay. The first aid is important. Why is it important? Because it can help to save someone's life. Understood? The first aid is important because it can help to save someone's life. Understood? Okay. Third question is, should everyone know how to give first aid? Should everyone know how to give first aid? Yeah, everyone should know that how to give first aid. Everyone would be aware of giving first aid. Everyone should know how to give first aid. Okay. Then we can write the answer. Yes, everyone should know how to give first aid. Yes, everyone should know how to give first aid. Okay. Everyone should know how to give first aid. Okay. Then fourth question, what is a first aid box? Have you seen it? First aid box? You would have seen it. Okay. A first aid box is a kit. It is a kit or box with some basic essential medical supplies that can be used to give first aid. Basic essential medical supplies. A first aid is a kit or box with some basic essential medical supplies. that can be give to used to give first aid. That can be used to give first aid. Okay. What is the question? What is a first aid box? A first aid is a kit or a box with some basic medical supplies that can be used to give first aid. Then fifth question, what does a first aid box contain? What are the things in a first aid box? Can you say? Yeah, scissors, medicines, cotton, like that things we can say. It contains antiseptic liquid, medicated plaster, cotton, bandage, some medicines, and a pair of scissors. And so on. Yeah, what is the question? What does a first aid box contain is the question. It contains antiseptic liquid, medicated plaster, cotton, bandage, some medicines and a pair of scissors and so on. Okay, then these things are contained in a first aid box. Okay, all of you should write it in your textbook. Then write activity B in the worksheet 7. Write a paragraph on the top. Who is a hero? You should write a paragraph about who is a hero. In this chapter, we can see Murugan is a hero. Why could he become a hero? By doing an adventurous action, by risking his life. Then a hero should be ready to risk his life to save someone else's life. A hero should be ready to risk his life to save someone's life. Okay, he should be ready to risk his life to save someone's life. He should take it an adventurous task. He should be very brave to take that adventurous task. Should be very brave. These types of things you should write in your textbook and write a paragraph about who is a hero. You should write who is a hero. He should be model to others. He should be a model to others. You should write this. Okay. Thank you. Then in the last part of our first term English textbook is the Birdman of India. All of you know the Birdman of India. Who is the Birdman of India? Salim. Have you heard of Salim Ali? Then he was born in 1826 and died in 1987. Was an Indian ornithologist and naturalist. He is referred as a Birdman of India. Then I am going to read it. It is not for exam, just for a lesson for you. Didn't then make it serious. It is not for your exam. Okay. In January, the Birdman of India. Okay. just for reading. It is just for reading. Okay. In January 2016, a team of scientists identified a new species of birds in the Himalayas. They had studied it for 6 years. The bird was named Sudera Salim Ali after India's birdman Dr. Salim Ali. This Salim Ali's name is taken for naming the birds. In January 2016, a team of scientists identified a new species of birds in the Himalayas. In the Himalayas, this team of scientists recognized a new species of birds, and they are named as Zudera Salim Ali, because they are taking the name of this Salim Ali and are giving the name to these birds, to this bird. This name is giving after the name of birds. Okay, they had studied it for 6 years. These scientists studied about these birds for 6 years and are named as Sudera Salim Ali. He is known as birdman of India. Because he liked the birds and he makes study on these birds. Okay. When he was a little boy, Salim found a tiny bird in their garden. When he was a small child, he saw a tiny small bird in their garden. He took the bird to his uncle. Then what did he do? He took that bird to his uncle, Abbas Tyabji. His uncle's name is Abbas Tyabji. His uncle did not know the name of the bird, but his uncle did not know the name of this bird that Salim Ali had taken from the garden. So Abbas Tyabji took young Salim to meet W.S. Millard at the Bombay Natural History Society. So his uncle, what did he do? He took young Salim to meet W.S. Millard at the Bombay Natural History Society. Then he took this Salim to a wise man called W.S. Millard at the Bombay Natural History Society. He understood the bird, or he recognized. He identified means he recognized the bird as the yellow-throated sparrow. This W.S. Millard understood that, or identified that, or recognized that this was the bird's name is, the bird was included in the group of yellow-throated sparrow. This bird is yellow-throated sparrow. Salim Ali became interested in birds. From that day onwards, he began to show special interest in birds. He began to keep a diary for writing about these birds, about which birds he had observed and their behavior. He wrote in that note. Okay, he wrote notes about the appearance and behavior of the birds he observed. He began to write a note about the appearance and behavior of the birds he observed. Whatever the bird he observed, he wrote in this diary the appearance and the behavior of that birds in that diary. Okay. He also began reading books about birds. Then he goes to library and began to read books about birds. He began to show special interest in studying about birds. Okay, he began to show special interest in studying about birds. Okay, when he was 20 years old, Salim Ali became a guide lecturer at the Bombay Natural History Society. So, in 20 years old, very young, when he was very young, he became a guide lecturer. Who is a guide lecturer? Someone who shows visitors around a museum. Someone who shows when some visitors came to a museum, this guide lecturer helped them to show all the things there. Okay, they are like a guide. He worked as a guide or a guide lecturer there. Okay, so and described all the things about these things, all these birds and animals there. Okay, then when he was 20 years old, Salim Ali became a guide lecturer at the Bombay Natural History Society. Where did he work? Yeah, Bombay Natural History Society, where he worked as a guide lecturer. He worked as a guide lecturer. Okay. 2 years later, after 2 years, he traveled into Germany. Where did he go? He traveled to Germany to study more about birds. Why did he go to Germany? Yeah, very good. To study about birds. Where did he go? Germany. Why did he go? To study about birds. In Germany, Salim Ali learnt about bird ringing. What do you mean by bird ringing? Bird ringing is that a tag or a plastic or a metal tag attached to the bird for a personal identification. Or personal identification means we can chase its movement. We can track its movement. When we this place, when we then fit this tag, plastic or iron tag on its wings or legs, we can chase it. We can chase its track and we can identify that bird very well. Okay, that is bird ringing. In Germany, Salim Ali learnt about bird ringing. He learned from where did he learn about where did he learn about bird ringing? In Germany he learned about bird ringing. You understand bird ringing? A tag, a steel or plastic tag attached to a bird's wings or legs for personal identification. Then we can chase its movement. Chase its movement. Okay. Bird watchers add a small tag or to the birds they study. Then it is explained here. Bird watchers add a small tag. These bird watchers, those who are watching the birds, they are known as bird watchers. Those who are watching the birds are known as bird watchers. What did they do? They add a tag. Bird watchers added a tag. They add a tag to these birds. Watchers added small tag to the birds they study. Whatever bird they are studying about, what kind of birds they are studying about, they add a tag on their wings or legs. Though they add a tag or plastic or steel tag on the wings or legs of that bird, and they can identify that bird and they can chase their movement and study about them. Okay, they can chase their movement and study about them. Okay, or track their movement. They can track them. This helps them track a bird's movements. This tag or this bird ringing help them to track a bird's movement. Follow a bird's movement. Track means follow a bird's movement. This tag help them to track or follow a bird's movement and learn more about it, and they could learn more about these birds that are tagged. These tagged birds, they can study more about these birds that are tagged. Okay, understood? I think all of you understood it. Okay. After he returned to India, then from Germany he studied about bird ringing. Then bird ringing means add a tag to the bird's wings or legs for personal identification and for track their movement and study about it. Then he returned to India. After he returned to India, he became interested in the activities of the weaver birds. Which word? Weaver bird. He became interested in the activities of the weaver bird. He observed them and wrote articles about them. He usually observed these weaver birds and wrote many articles about them, about these weaver birds. About these weaver birds, he observed them and wrote many articles about these weaver birds. Okay. Salim Ali was more interested in studying birds in their natural habitat. Where are they living? In which place they are living? That is their natural habitat. Then he was interested in studying them by visiting their natural habitat, not by catching them to his home, by visiting them in their natural habitat. Okay. Salim Ali was more interested in studying birds in their natural habitat. Where are they living? In which place these birds are living? He visited there and studied about them. In their natural lab than in the lab. He didn't take them in the lab to study about it. He didn't take that birds in his lab to study about it. In the place of that, he went to the natural habitat of that bird and studied about them. Okay. So he began traveling around India for studying about each and every bird. He traveled all over India, around India, to observe birds and study their movements, behavior and other habits. So he traveled all over India, all around India, to observe birds and study. Just take a long look, long watch. Observe birds, to watch birds and study their movements. He wanted to study their movements and behavior and other habits. He wanted to observe their movements, observe their birds and study their movements, behavior, not only movements, their behavior, which food they are taking, which place they are taking their then placing their nest, like that behavior he wanted to study. And other habits, he also wanted to study other habits of these birds. Okay, so he began traveling around India to observe birds and study their movements, behavior and other habits. Okay. Salim Ali also began taking photographs of the birds he spotted. He also took photographs of these birds as he spotted. When he found these birds, he also took the photographs of these birds. Okay, he took the photographs of these birds. One such photo you can see in the textbook. Okay, Himalayan song thrush. This bird is known as Himalayan song thrush or Sutera Salim Ali. Salim Ali's name was given after the bird. Salim Ali's name is given after this bird. He spoke and wrote about the birds in India. He spoke many things and wrote many things about these birds in India. Salim Ali also discovered several birds and identified many new species of birds in India. What did he do? Salim Ali also discovered several birds. He found out several birds and recognized many new species of birds in India. He also discovered and found out and recognized many new species of birds in India. To recognize the work of Salim Ali, many birds were named after him. To understand, these are the works of Salim Ali. To understand or recognize the words of Salim Ali, many birds are given after him. One such bird is given here. The Himalayan song thrush is named as Sutera Salim Ali because he made a special interest on that. He discovered its habitat and other movements. So it is a new species that he discovered. So his name is given after to him. Okay. To recognize the works of Salim Ali, many birds were named after him. In 2011, Apis Salim Ali, one of the birds he discovered. In 2011, he discovered a bird and named as Apis Salim Ali. His name is given after him. Apis Salim Ali. One of the birds he discovered was recognized as a full species. It was discovered as a full species. Salim Ali was dedicated to preserving birds' life in India. Dedicated in preserving means spend all the time and energy to save. He dedicated his life for studying about birds. He dedicated his life to study about birds. Salim Ali was dedicated to preserving bird life in India. He dedicated to spend all his time and energy to save bird life in India. He spent all his time and energy to save the birds life in India. All across India, bird parks and wildlife sanctuaries have also been named after Dr. Salim Ali. We can see everywhere in India his name is given after to sanctuaries and wildlife sanctuaries and parks, bird parks. These bird parks and wildlife sanctuaries are given after his name. Okay. All across India, bird parks and wildlife sanctuaries have also been named after Dr. Salim. His name is given to many parks, many bird parks and wildlife sanctuaries. Many bird parks and wildlife sanctuaries are given after his name. He was also awarded the Padma Bhushan in 1958. In 1958, he was awarded Padma Bhushan. 1958 he was awarded Padma Bhushan, and country praised, admired him by giving Padma Bhushan. Okay, 1958. And the Padma Vibhushan in 1976. Not only Padma Bhushan, in 1976 he was also awarded Padma Vibhushan. He was also awarded Padma Vibhushan in 1976. Okay, then country admired his quality, his capacity and qualities, and we all remember Salim Ali as the birdman of India. This is just for reading. This chapter is just for reading, and all of you read it and enjoy this chapter. And today I am going to wind up this class. Okay, have a nice day. Thank you.